Okay, so here's the deal on alternate picking. It's definitely a skill that every stringed instrument player who plays with a pick needs to know how to do. It's going to allow you to play in time at higher tempos and be able to really stay locked in with the groove. And what it does is it really keeps your hand in time with the piece of music. That's the whole idea behind it. Sort of the laws behind alternate picking is that your hand never stops doing this back and forth. Now, sometimes you're not playing every back and forth. Sometimes the pick is missing the string because the rhythm of the line that you're playing may not have a continuous string of notes that you're constantly playing. And that's where things can get kind of tricky and complicated. And especially for someone that hasn't played this way, breaking the habits can take some time. So be kind to yourself and play slowly and very diligently about, intentionally about how you approach this. And over time, it'll become automatic and it'll make sense. And you'll realize that it's the only way to be able to play and have good feel and good time. There's other right hand techniques that kind of violate those rules, but those are more specific when you get into, some other kinds of styles and whatnot. But anyway, so the idea is if we just simplify it, I'm going to put a metronome on at 120 beats per minute, and let's assume I'm playing eighth notes, dee-da, 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 dee-da. The clicker is clicking on the quarter note. So if we turn on the metronome, click, 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 click. So this is the most simple. I'm on one string. I'm staying with the metronome. I'm really trying to listen to the metronome and stay locked in with it. One string. So that's just playing back and forth. Now let's just say instead of continuous eighth notes, dee-da, 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 let's say the piece was quarter notes, ding, 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 ding. Well, you could just say, just play them as back and forth, ding, 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 ding. But with alternate picking, we don't do that. We actually play them as downstrokes, and we keep the pick moving. So if the pick was normally doing, if it was quarter notes, we do this. So we're playing downstrokes, the hand's coming back up and playing another downstroke, but the hand is constantly moving. The hand doesn't look any different than when I'm playing the back and forth picking. The only difference is on the back and forth, I'm actually hitting the string in both directions. The other time, I'm just going over the string and coming back and hitting another downstroke. That's the fundamental thing around alternate picking, is that no matter what you're doing, the hand's always going back and forth. So let's say the rhythm was something that was a combination of eighth notes. Maybe it's dee-da, dee-da, ding, ding, down, up, down, up, down, down. So that would be down, up, down, up, down, down. So instead of, someone might be inclined to play down, up, down, up, down, up. We do down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. And the hand is constantly doing this back and forth thing. And all the stronger beats are played as downstrokes. So when I'm playing along with this clicker, all the clicks, whenever it's clicking, I'm playing a downstroke. And whenever it's not clicking, the time, the note in between the clicks, that's an upstroke. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Click, 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 click. So we can see that the upstrokes are played in between the click and the downstrokes are played on the click. So where this gets complicated is when you start changing strings, because playing on one string is not really much of a problem. I'm going to angle it this way so you can see what's going on a little better. But when you start changing strings and you're going to play, let's say, between two strings, like this, what has to happen is the pick has to jump over the other string and then catch it with an upstroke on the way back. Same thing if I wanted to play between the first string and the third string. It has to jump over both strings, the second string and the third string, and then catch the third string on the way back. So this is where things get really tricky. And the good thing is you can create a series of exercises to work this exact skill. So the way the exercise works is, in my case, I have 4 strings. In the case of a guitar, you're just adding 2 more strings underneath. No problem. The idea is you're going to play every combination of strings. So you're going to start on the first string, and you're going to play first, second, first, second, first, second, first, second. Then first, third, first, third, first, third, first, third. Then first, fourth, first, fourth, first, fourth, first, fourth. If there's a guitar, you're going to do first, fifth, first, sixth. And then after you do that, now you're going to start on the second string. So second one, second one, second one, second one, second, second, third, second, third, second, third, second, third, second, fourth, second, fourth, second, fourth, second, fourth. And then do the same starting on the third. Third one, third one, third one, third one, third two, third two, third two, third two, third four, third four, third four, third four. And same with the fourth. 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, and now you're back to the top again. What that's gonna practice is every single combination of moves that you have to make, because the playing on one string is one move, down, up, down, up. The playing on 2 strings where you're on the outsides of the strings, meaning you're down on the string above and then up on the string below, that's another kind of move. You're on the outsides of the strings. And then the other move where you're, let's say, down on the second string and up on the first, that's a different move. That's what I call inside the strings. The pick is on the insides of the strings, and that also requires a very different motion in the hand. So if you're doing that move, you're hopping over the string you just played to play the string that's closer to the ceiling. So you have the outside move where you're starting on a string that's above and then playing the string below it. And you have the inside move where you're playing a string below and then playing the string above that. Those are all the combinations. So what I would suggest is to do this every day. You can mute the strings too if you want and make it not as loud. But set a metronome and do these exercises. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So on and so forth. And you'll see that last one where it's high string, the lowest string, all the way across. That's really hard. That's a huge jump. You're jumping over 2 strings. You're playing down on this string, jumping over basically 3 strings to play this one. And on a guitar, you'd be jumping over 5 strings. Not necessarily something you're going to do, but if you can get decent at it, it will make everything better, and it'll teach you kind of how to really hone in your motion on the right hand. And because the goal is you want to play with a really tight motion. Even that, for me, is a little too much motion. I'd rather see it even less. less motion than that, like that, where you're barely moving the pick past the string. Just enough to hop over. Now then you can start to do it across multiple sets of strings, more than 2. So if you want to go like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that gets you into more cross-picking type stuff. Again, that's more advanced. I would stick to the pairs of strings and really get the metronome going. And then once you sort of have that feel, you could start to play scales. Or arpeggios. All that stuff you can do. Arpeggios are good because you're covering more real estate on the instrument. It's a G major arpeggio. So that's the idea behind it. Again, it takes time, and eventually it'll become just in your bones and part of what you do. Good luck.